Hello and welcome to another scene set in a living world of darkness, vampire, Camarilla, and Arc venue. As Sam has invited Selena background to his haven to talk and share sentiments over their incredibly dangerous and life-threatening mission in Utah, and Sam feeling, in hindsight, incredibly guilty that he invited Selena and put her in so much danger at all, yet also conflicted as she basically saved all of them with her Bond-level driving skills. And we start this scene with Sam helping her out of the car and opening the door for her.
He gets out the car. She seems a little more quiet and kind of contemplative than usual. She's kind of still mulling over the events of the evening.
Sam seems unusually quiet and it's not dejected, but it's very cool. He's very cool. He's very subdued would be the way to put it after what just happened. He seems to be out of juice and thinking about a lot of things.
Selena's been here before, right? She knows where she was going.
Yes, and he takes her to one of the several smaller living rooms, private spaces. This one has a sofa and several rather lovely Baroque chairs, and there's even a fireplace, but it's not one of those. This is, it's not actual fire. It's like it's giving off one of those fake superficial glows to emulate a fire, so it doesn't cause a rush wreck. Saving the atmosphere without causing any unease, especially considering what these two just went through. He just sits down on the sofa with her, and there's an arm wrapped around her.
She kind of moves along and leans against him and just kind of enjoys being with him, enjoys a moment of quiet, and then when it looks up and smiles at him and says, "Quite a night, huh?"
Yeah. I'm so sorry for inviting you out on that trip. That was so stupid of me. I could have gotten you killed.
She'd shake her head. Oh, don't be silly, darling. I wanted to be there. I'm just glad we all made it out.
No. And his arm that's wrapped around her waist, wrapped around her waist, reaches up to her cheek so that he can firmly plant her on his shoulder. If it weren't for you, things would have probably turned out a lot less brilliantly for all of us. So I guess thank you for being there.
She kind of reach over to him and kind of put one hand on his jaw and kiss him, and then say, "We all did our part."
If you're not the primogen within a month, I'm sorry, I'm going to kill the bastard that is myself.
She grinned widely at that and say, "Darling, I might just take you up on that."
You got the wits, you got the skills, you got the looks, you can drive.
He chuckled. Well, just keep your fingers crossed that everything works out for me and we don't have to kill anyone.
Alright, well, I'm certainly gonna put the heat on him and whoever's been voting against you after all this. I'm gonna be petitioning for a fucking vacation.
She'd laugh. I think we all deserve one after what we just went through. It would be nice to have the opportunity to spend more time together.
Right, well, we're all back in New York proper now. How about tomorrow I take you out for dinner?
I can't think of anything I'd like more.
Me neither. I sure as hell hope we're getting a reward for this. I mean, I faced down a red lister and even that wasn't as tense as what we just went through.
He kind of looks surprised. Really? I was concentrating on getting us to that prison. I think I missed most of what went on with you guys.
Well, remember about that time I told you that story and he kind of finger guns, and you remember the story of how he told you how he came to be, how he got involved with the Irish to begin with, and how he basically got a collateral against, which may or may not be embellishment, against these two guys in the head. I managed to flip one of the cars. That was fun. One of them actually jumped on, well, two of them jumped on our vehicle. The Seneschal guy. He ended up falling off real quick, though. I think he got buried by a lorry.
Oh. Couldn't have happened to a nicer chap.
Every single one of those bastards deserved worse. And then some.
Well, I'm sure they will soon recoup their losses.
Well, Prince ain't the prince anymore when he winds up dead. All his little faithful servants aren't going to be so keen to serve. That bond's broken. This is good for everyone else.
Oh, most definitely. The man did seem like quite the tyrant.
He was looking for a fucking excuse to get us. He was the one on the fucking gun, on that chopper. He was literally taking shots at us.
Yes, I did see that. But he didn't succeed. That's the important thing.
No. On the way here.
I'm just glad that you and I made it back to the city unharmed and together.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a happier ending than that one. He snuggles a little bit with her.
He's just kind of draped against him, kind of looking up adoringly at him as they talk.
Do you know, if I wasn't already part of the culture, I'd have joined yours.
You know, perhaps we should discuss merging our coteries.
They do have similar roles. It might be worth attempting.
Imagine what we could achieve if we work together.
We'll rule this city. King and Queen.
She'd laugh. I I do think it's definitely something worth discussing with our coterie mates to see what they make of the idea.
Well, with Justinian out of the city, he won't be able to lend his opinion. But I think Emily will be more than happy to oblige.
I'm sure after recent events, Limey will be and Charlotte also will be quite happy with an arrangement like that. You'll have the most powerful coterie in the city.
Aye, with you and me leading the helm, Limey and Charlotte's influence, and Emily's raw power, will be the kingpins of this town.
And won't that be enjoyable?
Aye, I don't think life could get any better than that. And he'll give her a light kiss.
He kind of put one arm around his neck and draw him closer and kind of draw out the kiss.
So, my queen, what would we be naming our new coterie?
I'm sure I have no idea, darling. I'd leave that up to you.
Our coterie is called the Covenant of the Sacred Crown. Yours was called Autocratus, wasn't it?
Yes. Authority, influence, prestige. In Latin, of course.
The Sacred Crown of Autocratus, I think, has a nice ring to it.
It certainly does. Well, I shall speak to Limey and Charlotte as soon as I'm able.
Aye.
And of course, I'll ensure that our esteemed prince has no objections.
Of course. If you being his golden girl, I'm sure he could never say no.
She gives a kind of half smile.
I'm gonna be seeing if I can be earning his respect and education myself. Maybe with a few more deeds behind my belt.
Well, if I can put a good word in for you, precious, you know I will.
Just another reason for me to love you.
He kind of sits up a little bit and looks at him kind of square in the face and says, "Did you say love?"
Yeah, of course. I love you. I thought that was obvious.
He grins broadly because you've never actually said it before. But I certainly like hearing it.
He gives a bit of a wide, broad smile at that.
she kind of gets a playful expression on her face and says, "So, how much do you love me?"
Now why you be giving this poor old man an impossible task? How am I supposed to put that into words now?
She raised an eyebrow, still with a kind of mischievous smile on her face. That much?
What can I say? You defy words.
And that's such a good answer, Precious. And she kind of pull him towards her and kiss him passionately.
He takes that for as long as possible. So, you got any plans? Any parties? For a small break, you're free from your new stunt driving career.
I think high society would miss me far too much if I were to change direction now.
I don't think it could be called high society without you, darling.
You do know all the right things to say, Precious.
Well, I wouldn't be precious if I didn't.
She kind of lay back more on the sofa, kind of drawing him along with her and kind of nuzzle against his neck, nipping gently.
Oh no, he definitely plays along. He begins to retaliate a little bit.
You know where this is going to lead.
Yeah. It always ends this way.
Yes.
But I think that suits both characters just fine.
Yeah.
As we insert our obligatory world-rocking reference here, I will have to make an OL for that at some point. Be prepared, Living World of Darkness. As I think we can end our scene there. As the intimacy of these two lovers is never ending and boundless. So sweet.